How to overcome yourself. What one must do in order to overcome one's self. First of all, you need to understand who you are, what are your beliefs, ambitions, limitations, and doubts. Once you realize those criteria, you can actually overcome your current self. But first of all, you need to identify what are your limitations, your doubts, your beliefs about yourself, about others, about life. You must be aware of those things in order to overcome them. And once you overcome those beliefs, those doubts that you have about yourself, that's the moment you overcome yourself. And it doesn't need to happen or be in a forceful way. Let's say, I will beat myself today. I will be better than myself today. It doesn't need to be in a harsh way. It can be done gently, with kindness, with compassion and love for yourself. It can be in a way that is pleasant for you and it's not overwhelming or destroying you day by day. I see a lot of influencers and people as such that treat the overcoming of yourself in a very aggressive, non-gentle way. And that's a way as well. I'm not judging anyone. But for me, from my experience about myself, I see that it doesn't work at all for me when I try to be hard on myself. Not only that it doesn't work, I only seem to get further and further away from my goals and want and what I want in life. So for me personally, the gentle way, the more relaxed, more trust way, more the the way that is more based on trust and time and patience and compassion, I found it the way that it suits me better. And I think that if you can identify and be aware of how you treat yourself by the day-to-day life, and how do you challenge yourself to overcome yourself in a way that is gentle and nice and it feels good, it makes you more whole. You feel more whole that way when you do your hobbies or your passion in a way that is feels safe, feels good, feels like it's manageable and it's not out of reach. Once you can put your work and progress in those kind of things in the way that you find that it's most suitable for you, I think that's the moment and that's the progressing time that you can overcome yourself, that you can overcome the one with the doubts, the one with the disbeliefs, the one with the untrust, the one that doesn't believe in the progress. So, what you can do in order to find your way into that progress is be gentle with yourself, don't blame yourself, don't be harsh on yourself, accept who you are, what are your struggles, what are your strengths, and use them to your advantage to change, to become a better person for yourself, for others, for a specific kind of community. And if you're able to put all of those things into your progress, your compassion, your love, the way that you are not beating yourself up, the way that you are not blaming yourself or others, you are just being and learning from what is happening from here, what has happened in your past. Once you put those kind of things into your, let's call it a station of work, of self-work, you can, I believe, more easily overcome how you feel about yourself. And when you overcome how you feel about yourself, that's when you overcome yourself. Because when we feel doubtful, hateful about ourselves, that doesn't get us anywhere except beating us up with like a hammer or something. And that's not a way to live if you want to make progress in yourself and in the things that you do. So first of all, forgive yourself. Forgive what you have been through. Forgive what others have put you through. And start from there, from your forgiveness, from your compassion. Then you can continue into seeing and feeling how you want your future to feel like based on what is happening now. So you can take the present moment and practice gratitude and practice compassion. Once you do those things, you feel like everything that is hard but you know is good for you becomes way easier, because you know the outcome is coming from love and not from I have to do this because I'm not good enough, or I have to do that because I'm unworthy. Once your values come from love and compassion and acceptance of yourself, you will actually see a huge shift in how you perceive yourself and how you perceive your struggles and how you perceive life overall. Life can be more gentle, more calm, more energizing than draining, more relaxing than intense. Once you reevaluate all of these values, everything will change for you, and you will be able to overcome yourself way easier and way nicer and way more in tune with yourself and your purpose. So this change in mindset that is holding you back is the mindset that is telling you that you are not good enough, and all of the bad things your mind telling you about yourself. once you change that mindset, everything that is hard but good for you becomes easy to put to work, to make it a reality. So I want you to try and challenge yourself to be kind to yourself. See how not easy sometimes that is. And once you do that, everything will become easier.